Hey, this is Day to Day with Shanae, and I'm Shanae. I wanted to kind of cover a topic today that I just wrote a blog about a couple weeks ago. Um, and it's actually a topic I think it's a pretty common topic. People probably don't talk about it all that much, but it is a pretty common topic. Um, it's kind of just an addiction topic, really. So people have emotional outlets, whether you're drinking, whether you're doing drugs, whether you're going shopping too much and buying too many things, whether you're overeating, whether you're obsessively working out at the gym. Almost everybody has an emotional outlet to a certain degree. Some of us take it a little farther than others. My emotional outlet has always been eating. I've gone on fad diets and I'll lose quite a bit of weight. And then, of course, because it's a fad diet and there's not a lot of longevity in a lot of those diets, of course, then you put that weight back on. And because truly you haven't dealt with the reason why you have that emotional crutch. So if you haven't dealt with that particular reason, then it's not gonna have like the sustainability, that's the right word, I think, that you would like to have because you haven't dealt with the real issue. So when I started this year out, I thought to myself, every year I do like everybody else, I do the whole, sorry, I keep looking out the window. I do the whole, I'm gonna do my yearly goals, and um, it's always, weight loss is always on there. But this time it hit about March, and March I was losing the steam on it, and I just thought, my goodness, I can't even stay on track with this stuff. What is my problem? What is it that I am missing here? And my friend Trina, hi Trina, she is in Houston, and I used to live in Houston, and I miss her so much. But her and I were talking one day, and she was talking about Dr. Phil had just come out with a book, and it was talking about when you are an eater and it's emotionally eating, that you're never going to have long-term success with that unless you actually deal with these real issues. So for me, it was a matter of, okay, I have to commit to this is the last eating plan that I'm ever going to be on. This is an eating plan that I need to my make something that I can do and do for the rest of my life. Um, it's got to be something that I have to keep in my mind. This is the last time I'm going to do this, because if I don't succeed in this, then I just need to stop trying to do this and make it almost like it's not an option to stop doing it. Um, the other thing that I really realized I needed to focus on was what is triggering that emotional eating. And so it was a matter of going back through those emotional things that have happened in my life, whether, going back through, relationships and other things, looking at that relationship, understanding and being able to feel and tell myself it's okay that I felt that way within that situation. I felt that hurt, I felt that struggle, I felt that out of control, I felt whatever it was okay that I felt that. And then think about, did the eating start there, or was I eating before that? And so if the answer to the question was I was eating before that, clearly that event did not trigger the emotional eating. It just helped perpetuate it. And so it was a matter of, okay, take the time to think about what was the next thing that pops into your head from the past. Okay, here's this issue. And then it's just repeating that situation until you get back to a situation where you're like, okay, I can't remember anything before that as far as that emotional eating. For me, it's really big that I feel validated within a relationship. And as a child, I did not feel validated and heard. And so it contributed to a feeling of I'm not good enough and I'm not worth um, the time and effort or worth the relationship or whatever it was, which then led on to the emotional eating and choosing poor relationships because I felt like I wasn't good enough. And then turning around when those relationships clearly did not work out, saying, see, what you thought in the first place was right. And it feeding into that same thing, which then triggered the emotional eating, which then triggered the next poor relationships. So It was just a cycle. So not that I've figured it all out and everything is a piece of cake now. It is still taking work, and it is still taking me realizing, okay, in this situation, why am I eating too much? Is it that there's a physical need there? Is it that there is an emotional need there? Is it that something's being triggered? Am I stressing out? Am I sad? Am I mad? What is it that is triggering this? And what do I need to do to stop it? Not the best at it, but I am much better at recognizing that it's happening. So that is kind of my story with my emotional eating, and my triggers and my crutch and all of that. So just understand that there are people out there, if you're somebody who emotionally eats or has one of those other bigger, excuse me, I burped out, rude. One of those other, if your emotional crutch is an unhealthy, larger thing, just understand that there are people out there that totally 100% get it, and can sympathize with you, and really can truly, if people would just learn to talk about those things, people could actually kind of come together and help each other out of that, and stop feeding each other's emotional issues. So anyway, I just wanted to share that piece of myself and share those struggles that I've had in the past, and hopefully it helps you out, or at least helps you feel like you're not the only person out there that is dealing with this. So this is Day to Day with Shanae. Thank you so much for joining. Subscribe, see some of my other future videos, and have a beautiful, blessed day.